Pinch harmonics can be a little bit tricky at first, but eventually you'll be able to just feel where you need to strum in order to get the sound you want. First things first, you want to make sure you're holding your pick correctly, and that means having your hand look something like this, having a little bit of the pick sticking out, and make sure your thumb is just at a 90-degree angle. Doesn't have to be exact, mine's not exact, but it should look close to a 90-degree angle. You also want to make sure you're strumming at an angle, so if this is the string, you don't want to be strumming like this, you want to be strumming like this. That will make it easier to strum. Okay, my pick wasn't even angled that much, and that was really good pinch harmonic. I don't know, you should still have it angled when you're playing at least. Now, if my thumb is the string here, instead of just playing it like normal, we want to play it and then make sure that our thumb hits the string ever so slightly right after. Now, to demonstrate the pinch harmonic, we're going to be using the open B string. So this is playing it normally. And then when we play it with our thumb hitting the string just after, we get this. That was really good, for me at least. When you hear the pinch harmonic, you can hear it's a lot higher pitched than just playing the string normally. I'm playing on an acoustic, but if you play it on an electric guitar, it would sound a lot louder. When you first try this trick, you might not hear anything, and that could be for a couple reasons. One reason could just be that you simply need more practice and eventually you'll get the right amount of your thumb to hit the string at the right time. And another reason is you might need to try strumming on a different part of the string. Doing this technique on different parts of the strings will give you a different sound. For me, I found that I can make the pinch harmonic sound the best when I strum a little bit outside of this ring on the guitar body. So you can just experiment yourself and see where you find the sound to come out the best, and find the sound that you want. Or even just for practice, it's good to keep strumming in that spot where you know you can make the sound now, and then go to other spots later. Like now I can do that after practicing over here. And of course this works on the other strings as well. I don't play it the best, but you can see the point. Something that I personally like to do, I don't know if it's the best technique, but it's what I do to help me make the sound better. Instead of just trying to play the pinch harmonic and then letting my hand go away from the strings, I like to have it rest on the next string below. Now you really don't want to be too rough with it, but the way you can think of it is you have your pick on one string and your goal is to get to the string below it. Okay, the sound didn't come out, but you know what I'm talking about. Now after we play it, our pick is resting on the string below. That's something that's helped me at least. You think of it as you're trying to get to the next string, almost like you're going through it. An example of something I've used pinch harmonics for is when trying to replicate the sound of an electric guitar. So for example, there's one song that I play that is very heavy on harmonic sounds, just a lot of weird noises. So I have to figure out how I can play that on an acoustic guitar and with no whammy bar. And fun fact, with an acoustic guitar, if you want to get a whammy bar sound effect, you can just shake the guitar back and forth and you'll get something similar to it. So in trying to figure out how to play the song on an acoustic guitar, one of these harmonics I figured I'd turn into a pinch harmonic, and it would be really screechy and it would be kind of cool. So then I do something like this. It's very quiet, but if you do it right, it can sound good enough. When I stand and play that song and then play the pinch harmonic, I often really bring it up there with both hands and shake it around. Then it can really add a cool sound to your pinch harmonic. Though again, on an acoustic, it's a bit quieter. That's how to play pinch harmonics on guitar. I also made a video on how to play natural harmonics on guitar, and you can find that here.